Yo, what's Gucci little pooches? It's King Fathom here, bringing you another video to my channel. And this video will be about my scariest moment, and my scariest moment has to deal when it was summertime, and I think I was going into the 8th grade at that time. And so me and my brother and our two friends were just we were outside just skateboarding and stuff like that. And people had bikes and stuff like that, and we were just sitting there, doing what kids do. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a drink, can I use one of your the kid who had the bike, I was like, hey, can I use your bike so I can go home? So then when I get on the bike, I'm like riding to my house, and then there's this little curb, and it had a little bit of water on it, and it was like a little bit slick. It was like mud, water, and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna look like a badass, and then just like pop a little wheelie. And then right when I did that, then basically the bike, like the handlebars, just like moved to the left up in the air and stuff like that. I don't really know how to explain it, but then I felt my leg, my leg was like itchy or something, and I went to go look at it, and then in my top left thigh there's about a hole the size of a quarter, and it went like probably an inch deep into my leg, and I just pulled it out. And then luckily my neighbor's dad just got in his porch, or in his driveway, not his porch, in his driveway, and so I was like holding my leg, putting pressure on it, and then like limped over to his house, and I was like, hey, call 911, I have a hole in my leg. That's what I said. I was like, I've got a hole in my leg, and basically he told me to lay down, and then raise my leg a little bit and still hold pressure while he called 911. And then he got one of the other neighbors, the other neighbor's mom out there to help him while the police came. My mom wasn't home, and they called my mom, and she got there right when they were about to take me on the ambulance to the hospital. And right when she got there, then they were about to take off, and then the neighbor that helped me, basically he was like, hey, stop. So my mom could get on while I could go with, so she could go with me to the hospital, because I wouldn't have had anyone, and she would have had to drive all the way to the hospital. I mean, it wasn't really a far distance, but still she would have liked to had seen me while we were on our way to the hospital and stuff like that. And if they asked me questions, then she could answer it for me, because I was only like 14, I think. And when I got to the hospital, then they're like, dang, this is a pretty big hole. They're like, what happened? And I told them the story, and then they're like, dang. They're like, this thing's the size of a quarter and about an inch deep in. And I was thinking, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have staples and surgery and all sorts of that stuff. And I actually didn't. All I had to get was stitches in my leg. They like disinfected it and all that jazz if you've ever had any problem, and then went to the hospital, stuff like that. Then basically that's what happened. And it's not a fun time and that was like my first time that I had to go to the hospital and get like stitches or something like that, and that part was like pretty scary. I was like, oh god, this sucks. Hospitals are terrible and all that stuff, even though they're supposed to help you, but they're scary. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. The gameplay in the background is an ASM1 DNA bomb on the map Comeback in Advanced Warfare. I don't know what my final score was, but yeah, I figured with all this other gameplay, I figured I'd give you another Call of Duty gameplay in the background. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like and comment what else you would like to see, like what games would you like to see and stuff like that. And that's about it, guys. Yeah, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.